Hello everyone, this is Kevin Ann at Eagle Strong Voice, and welcome to this global media conference. It's Monday, June 12, 2023. The purpose of this media conference is to announce a historic event. Genocidal churches have been evicted and banished from Vancouver, Canada. A court order requires City Council to cancel church licensing and empowers people to seize church properties. And here are the details. 25 years ago today, on June 12, 1998, I helped to convene in Vancouver the first public investigation into Canada's Indian residential school death camps, a tribunal sponsored by the United Nations affiliate IRAM. That tribunal proved that for more than a century, genocide has been deliberately inflicted on Indigenous children by the British Crown, the Canadian government, and the Catholic, Anglican, and United churches, and that this genocide has exterminated more than 60,000 of those children and is continuing today. The tribunal was part of a grassroots movement of Indigenous survivors and their allies that eventually forced the Canadian government in these churches to publicly admit to genocide in June 2008. That movement went on to prosecute and convict Canada, the Crown, the Vatican, and these churches in an international court for ongoing crimes against humanity. Now, as a result, under international law, the Roman Catholic, Anglican, and United Church of Canada are self-admitted and convicted criminal organizations that have lost the right to operate and indeed are prohibited from legally operating. Consequently, all people and governments are legally and morally prohibited from aiding or abetting these genocidal churches. This is especially true in Vancouver, for it is here that an Indigenous and court order first lawfully prescribed and banished these guilty churches because of their ongoing crimes against humanity. On March 4, 2008, a BC Supreme Court order evicted these churches from the territory of Squamish Chief Kiapilano, encompassing all of Vancouver. That court order appointed me, Kevin Ann at Eagle Strong Voice, as Kiapilano's fiduciary agent and gives me the legal right of entry into these churches to enforce their banishment from Vancouver. Therefore, under the authority of that order and the lawful conviction of these churches by the International Common Law Court of Justice on February 25, 2013, I am issuing the following public notice to Vancouver City Council, police, churches, and citizens. 1. The Roman Catholic, Anglican, and United Churches are convicted criminal corporations that were lawfully evicted and banished from Vancouver by a Supreme Court order dated March 4, 2008 and issued by hereditary Squamish Chief Kiapilano. The officials, employees, and adherents of these churches are therefore required to immediately vacate their premises or face citizen arrest for illegal trespass. All people must refrain from attending, funding, or associating with these genocidal churches. 2. The City of Vancouver is hereby required to cancel all licensing, tax exemptions, and other privileges enjoyed by these criminal organizations. If the City Council and its officials refuse to do so, they will be considered and publicly charged as being accessories to criminal churches that are guilty of ongoing genocide, child trafficking and torture, money laundering, and other crimes. 3. The Vancouver Police Department is required by law to enforce the aforenamed Supreme Court order and assist in the banishment of these churches from Vancouver and the seizure of their properties and assets as the avails of criminality. The police are also required to protect citizens who are lawfully enforcing the court order. If the police refuse to do so, they will be considered and publicly charged as accessories to criminal organizations that are guilty of ongoing genocide, child trafficking and torture, money laundering, and other crimes. And finally, point 4, the people of Vancouver are empowered under international law and are encouraged to seize and reclaim the properties, lands, and wealth of these convicted criminal churches and use them for the public welfare, like opening all the churches to the homeless as permanent residents. The people who do these actions can call on the Vancouver police to assist them or appoint their own common law peace officers to do so. Therefore, I, Kevin Ann at Eagle Strong Voice, call upon the public, the police, and international peacekeepers to assist me as deputized sheriffs to enforce this notification and order. And I also hereby put the City of Vancouver and its officials on public notice that they have 7 days from today to comply with this lawful order or face sanctions for colluding with convicted criminal organizations. Now, copies of these notices and the actual banishment order, public order of banishment and reclamation allowing us to seize these churches, all of these documents will be delivered to the Vancouver City Council tomorrow at their regular meeting, and also to the Vancouver Police, the criminal churches, and all those involved. The eviction appointment order and all the material will be found online when this is posted at murderbydecree.com under ITCCS updates and republicofcanada.org under breaking news dated today, Monday, June 12th, 2023. Stay tuned. More actions and announcements, including live broadcasts from these occupations and seizures, will follow soon. This is Kevin Annett, Eagle Strong Voice. Thank you.